I wanted to buy an embroidery hoop stand for a while now, and this is the one I bought. With that said, you don't always have to have a hoop stand. The number one reason why I bought this one is for help me in filming these YouTube videos. Otherwise, it interrupts the focus when my holding hand moves from time to time. Now let's see the part where I unbox and set it all up for the first time. I bought this particular one from Amazon and it was reasonably priced with good reviews. Now let me share some general things about hoop stands while setting this up. When it comes to hoop stands, there are basically three types: tabletop stands, floor stands, and lap stands. Tabletop stands come with a clamp that attaches to a table like the name suggests, and because of that you must have a surface for it to attach. So you need to consider that when you're purchasing a hoop stand. The next one is the floor stand. I did a bit of research on that and it didn't feel like it was a very stable one. Since my primary purpose was to keep my embroidery work to stay steady while filming, I didn't want to deal with any wobbling with floor stands. So the one I bought is a lap stand and it can be placed on your lap while doing your embroidery work, and it's also versatile enough to be used on a table too. So this will be a good choice if you want to take your embroidery work from one place to another, and it'll also be much easier to travel with. Even though a hoop stand is not a necessity, it sure is a luxury to have one. Because then you don't have to hold the hoop, and that will allow you to use both hands freely, which makes your work much easier. Another thing is, as we all know, some embroidery stitches are trickier than others. For example, let's say you are right-handed like myself and you are doing French knots. Then you need to hold the hoop from your left hand, and at the same time you need to give attention to the thread using the same hand. So having a hoop stand comes in handy when working with such stitches. Now this next pro is for the people who do embroidery all the time or work with larger projects that require more time. If you are one of them, you know how your hoop holding hand feels after an embroidery project. Your fingers turn into claws and shoulder pain will last even for days. There will definitely be less tension to your hands when using a hoop stand, and it'll help you in the long term even with your health. If you are planning on buying a hoop stand for yourself, first thing why you need it most. Is it for stability, is it for comfort, or is it for something else? Then also consider how you want to use it. It depends on your lifestyle. For example, do you want to stay in one place for the entire time, or are you someone who moves from bedroom to living room to dining room? Depending on that, you can pick any one out of these three main stand types. Other than that, you also have to check whether the wooden clamps for the hoop holder could hold your embroidery hoop sizes. Also check if it is adjustable for your requirements, and one of the most important things is 360 rotation. This will be really useful when you need to make a knot at the back of the fabric. Otherwise, you may have to remove the hoop every time you need to do that. So these are the general things about embroidery hoop stands, and I'm not going to recommend you this particular product in this video since I only used it once. I'll use it for a while and let you know how it goes. I'm sure many of you already have a hoop stand, and please feel free to share your experience with us. Thank you all for watching, and I'll join you in the next one.